Is it the money or is it the pressure that forces people to choke in major championships? We'll take a look. Danny, at the Masters, the leader, and going into the last round, toward almost the last hole, it was actually the 12th, choked. Jordan Spieth. What is that? Is that the money, or is that is that too much pressure?
I don't see how you can separate, Matthew, money and pressure. It's the same thing. First of all, winning the Masters is huge.
But it's huge to the point of $1 million just in prize money, then probably $5 million in terms of sponsorship. So it's a $6 million putt or a $6 million chip shot, which on the 12th he put twice into the water. So is that money, or is that just kind of folding up because it's the bright lights in the big city?
It's very strange for him to have done that. I mean, he's already won Masters and championships. He's usually someone who's very unemotional. All right, his tee shot on the 12th goes in the lake. That's one thing. But then he has a short shot after, and he puts it again in the lake. So that, I think, was a choke. No question about it.
Danny, we've never seen pictures of you on primetime television playing golf, but I'm sure you're no stranger to lakes on short water holes. But let's look at other sports. Let's say American football, Super Bowl. You had the Seattle Seahawks playing the New England Patriots. All the Seahawks had to do was hand it off to beast mode.
Right.
Marshawn Lynch. He runs in the end zone. They're Super Bowl champs. They throw a pass. Patriots pick it off. They lose. What is that?
Who's the choke? Is it the coach who called the play, the quarterback who called the play? That's difficult to say, but there's no question it was a choke. What about Bill Buckner in the 1986? It's right between his legs. Oh, I mean, it's a simple.
You've got to back up and tell our listeners who Bill Buckner is. They're not all as fossilized as you are, Danny. Bill Buckner's playing first base, Boston Red Sox. All he has to do is corral a slow ground ball that he could have stopped with his foot or an umbrella.
You could have made the play, Matthew.
That play I could have made. And instead, it goes through his legs. Mets win game 6. Mets, they lose the World Series. And the curse of the Bambino of Babe Ruth goes on for another, what, 10 years or whatever.
That's right, which they hadn't won since.
But what you've played championship level sports, is it the pressure of thinking I'm going to lose, or is it that the great champions who in sporting events know how to win? I mean, there are guys, Jack Nicklaus, if you go back to golf, Tiger Woods, who go back to golf, they knew that when they were ahead, they never lost.
Never lost. Matthew, I never choked. When I was ahead, but I was dreaming about it's Wimbledon finals, match point, and my knees are shaking. And I think that those people, you separate the champions from the others, the champions rise to the occasion, they don't choke. That's what makes Spieth seem so strange.
But he's a young guy. He's 22 years old. 22 years old. It's the Masters. He's up by 4 or 5 strokes. I think the decline had started before the Amen Corner at the Masters, which, if you don't know golf and you think, what is this? It's a series of holes around the 10th, 11th, 12th that define the challenge of Augusta National.
That's right.
That's what it is. So yeah, he lobbed a couple in the water. If he still got a 7, and for weekend golfers, 7 doesn't sound so.
For you, it would be a great home.
It might be something to write home about. That's all the time we have today on Money in Sports. I'm Matthew Stevenson.
I'm Danny Warner.